Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my window open, so if you hear anything, it's raining out, so I don't think there's going to be much going on out there. I was going to film a review on this guy, just on this palette. This is the new Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. Look at the packaging. It has little sparkles in it. Not my favorite packaging, but the inside of this bad boy is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. So I was gonna film a review on just the palette, but I have so many other products that I still need to try out with you guys. So I feel like I'm gonna focus on this palette, but I'm also gonna throw some other stuff in just because I do have a lot of stuff that I wanna show you guys. So once again, my hair is wet. I just washed it. I will be able to do it at the end of this video because my mom's not here. Mom's not coming up, so I have all day just to film videos. I'm gonna try to get 3 filmed today. I don't know if my throat's gonna cooperate, but we're gonna try. So I think I might start with my eyes today just because I don't know if this is gonna have a lot of fallout. And I do know this shade and this shade, like this pretty gold and then this one. Those are toppers and I wanna use them. Sometimes toppers have a little bit of fallout. So we're gonna do the eyes first, so let me zoom you in. Okay, so I need to put a little bit of concealer on my lid, and I'm gonna use one that I know I like. Oh, I need a mirror that I can actually see into. I'm just gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury one. If you didn't see my last video where I freaking lost my panties over this, the Magic Away concealer, I will put it right here in a card for you to watch after this video. Don't leave yet, okay? We're not done. I'm just gonna blend that in with my finger. And again, I feel like I say this a lot, but I need concealer and eye primer because my eyelids are grease balls. If I use one or the other, it just doesn't work. Using my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light, this little guy. I'm almost out of this one. And I'm debating if I want to get one of the new NARS tinted eye primers, but I just love the Smashbox one the best. There's only a select few eye primers that actually work for me. The NARS one works, the Pro Prime? NARS Pro Prime? The Smashbox one is my favorite. The Smashbox Squeezy Tube eye primer is also good. And the MAC... oh, what is it called? I forget the name. I'll put it on the screen. But that one's really good. Okay, that should be good. I'm just going to put a little powder on my lid. I'll actually use the powder that's in here because they say this is like a setting, like prepping powder. Let me probably give you guys some info on this palette, right? It's $75. I know, it's expensive. It's so pretty though. Oh, it doesn't want to focus with all that gold. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So it says 4 mood enhancing eye looks to inspire love, power, happiness, and confidence. So they have it like 3, 3, 3, and 3. I'm just gonna kind of just go. I don't really follow those rules. They have this little plastic thing in, and it shows like the first shade in each little trio is a primer shade, then an enhancing shade, and a smoking shade. Okay. All right, Charlotte. I'm just gonna go in though. I'm just gonna do whatever I want, okay? I picked mine up from Nordstrom, but I know it's also on the Charlotte Tilbury website. Do you know what I love so much? That little star. Do you see that little baby star right there? I think that is like the cutest touch ever. She does that on a lot of her products. So as always, I'm gonna start out with an E40 from Sigma. This is the original E40, not the like the new E40. The new one is not good. You have to find the original one. But they don't have it on their site all the time. It's like sometimes it just pops up and it's on sale. Sometimes it has this like reddish handle. Sometimes it has a blue like turquoise handle. Those are the originals. The originals are super fluffy and good, and the new one is not so good. So I am going to start out with the most gorgeous shade. It's like a pinky, dusty matte, and it looks so pretty. I haven't even swatched this palette yet. I'm gonna do my eyes first and then we'll swatch it. That might be a little bit ass backwards, but oh, I didn't put powder on my lid. Whew. Okay, I'm just taking an Esam W23 and I'm going into this guy, just this like matte white shade. Just set down this eye primer. I should have used a bigger brush, but you know what? I actually am going to take a bigger brush because if not, I'm going to be here forever. Let me grab, I'll just use this Wayne Goss airbrush. I think that's what it's called. See if I can dip that guy in there. That's better. Now I can take the E40 into that dusty pink. Oh, that's a pretty shade. Oh, I can hear the rain. It's like so relaxing. This color is real pretty. Seems like it's blending pretty well. This is a good color. Okay, next I'm going to go into this matte shade that is just a little bit deeper with an LMY brush. It's basically a MAC 217. And I'm going to run this through my crease, but I'm not going to pull it up like I did with that first shade. I'm just going to focus it right here in my crease and just deepen things up. And you'll get that like gradient effect. These are blending really nicely. I wish there was like a deep brown in here though. I feel like I'm gonna have to deepen things up maybe with this purple shade, but I didn't really want to go the purple route. Maybe I'll just take a little bit of this. It's a really pretty shade. Same brush, that same LMY brush. I'm just gonna deepen things up on the outer edge. Just like right in here. Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. I don't want to use too much of it though. Just gonna focus that like right in here. I haven't gotten any fallout or anything so far. The shadows are not powdery when I dip into them, which is a really good thing. That shade is really pretty. It's not like too cool that it looks ashy. That's a really nice color. So I'm not going to use any type of base first. Like I want to just see how the shadow works on my lid on its own. And what shade do I want to put on my lid? What about this shade? Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. Wait, let me swatch this one too. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh my god. Look at those. They feel incredible. Oh man. Okay, I'm taking this shade. This shade is gorgeous. Yes. Okay. You do not need a lot, but they're not crumbly or chunky. They are like so smooth. Oh my goodness. Yes, bitch. That is gorgeous. Like, how pretty is that? Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in freaking love. That is so pretty. Okay, so next I want to play around just in general. This shade, I think it's one of the topper shades. I'm going to take this and just like pat it right here. See what happens? Oh, do you see that little hint of like a sparkle? But it still has payoff. So it's not just like one of those toppers that has just sparkle in it. You don't get any like base color. Oh, that's pretty. I'm totally just playing right now. Oh my gosh, I think I love this palette and I'm so excited because it was expensive. I could see this being like a really good everyday palette for someone. I know this is like two like bronzy coppery looks in a row, but like the camel palette, my last video, there wasn't much else I could do with it. I would love to do something with these purples though. Okay. I'm gonna put on some Costa Riche from MAC. I know I wore that in my last video, but to be honest with you, it's the eyeliner that I wear every day. And I sharpened it. Go me. Oh, I can't do my lower lash line yet though because I haven't done foundation. So I'm going to leave my eyes as is, do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back to the eyes. So I'm gonna zoom you out. Okay, I don't have a new primer, so I'm just gonna use my Hourglass Mineral Veil, and then I'm gonna fill my pores in with my Tarte Timeless. Mine's getting low. That's about all you need. It goes pretty far. And I just put it everywhere. And then the Tarte. So I have sand and light beige. I think I might be able to get away with light beige. Maybe a little bit of sand mixed in. Ooh, sand is such a good color. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that'll work. All right, let's start with that. And I'm using the Stands Out Beauty sponge. I'll put it somewhere. Oh yeah, this looks so pretty. I feel like it's a little bit light. I love the way this looks. It just doesn't last on me, but for like 6 hours, depending on like the weather and what I'm doing. Oh my god, this looks, I forgot how good Born This Way was. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good. And this freaking sponge is a game changer. It's amazing. Okay, we're good, we're good. That looks so freaking good. So I have this new Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I'm using the shade Macadamia. This launches on October 2nd. It is $22 and it's described as a soft matte concealer. Full coverage. Full freaking coverage. That's the doe foot. Looks real good. This is like hella coverage. I haven't used it on my face, but I've swatched it, so I'm using like the tiniest bit. Okay. I'm literally starting with that much. That's what I'm starting with because she's not playing. This color looks good though. We can always add more. Might be a little bit light. Yeah, it looks so, oh, my finger was wet. That's not going to be a good combination. It looks a little bit dry, but I'm real picky with concealer. All right, let me just set it. I'm not going to add any more because it's just going to be way too much. I'm going to set it. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury magic powder. Oh my god, if you haven't seen my last video, just go watch it. Okay, I'm using my hourglass brush, and I am going to set my under eyes. This powder makes everything better. Not that it was bad, but it looked a little dry. I mean, it does look a little dry. It's definitely not my best under eye, but my under eyes are so dry. Like, I'm not a fan of Shape Tape. It's just way too much for me. I'm gonna set the rest of my face while I'm talking. But I'm gonna let it settle down and then we'll see. I'm gonna do the rest of my face, then we'll go in and finish the eyes. That way I'm not like zooming in and out. I don't have a new contour shade, but I do have the new Hourglass palette. I was gonna do a video on just this, but I feel like a wear test would be kind of boring because it's just like blush and bronzer, and I don't know if you would really be able to tell in a wear test, like if, you know what I mean? Because these are already like soft powders. So I don't know, I think I'm just gonna use it in this video. If you guys are like hellbent and you want a video on just this, let me know. But I feel like using it in this video, if I use the bronzer, the blush, we can use the ambient powders and the highlighter. I think you guys will know if you want to get it. You want to get it, trust me. It's so good. So I'm not going to do any type of contour. I'm just going to take the bronzer shade with my big ass Tom Ford brush. Hey, I can get it in there. It takes a little work, but I can do it. And we're going to bronze. Ooh, girl. I think I used a little too much. It'll blend out, don't worry. And all of the powders that are in this is their Holiday Unlocked palette, by the way. They are all new shades. None of these shades are available in their regular line. They are all brand new shades. I'm taking a Y3 from Morphe just to blend. That might look a little intense, but once we go in with powder and like buff everything together after I'm done with my entire face, it will all come together. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this blush. This one's a little bit pink for me, but I do mix them together. And I'm going to use a Makeup Forever 122. This blush is one of my favorite shades in the palette. It is so pretty, so natural, and it just like blends itself. While we're baking, I'm going to go in with this highlighter and a Y14 from Morphe. The highlighter is very soft. Probably maybe my least favorite in the palette. It's pretty, but I like the bronzer and the blush definitely better. I'm going to wipe the bake off and do a little buff, and then I do have another highlighter that I want to put on top. Something felt like it was... Are you getting loose? I abuse this brush. I use this every single day. Don't get loose. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Perfecto. Look at this little guy. So this is from Colourpop. It's called the Crush on You Super Shock Highlighter Palette. These are all Super Shock highlighters. They are so gorgeous. Look at this. So pretty. So I want to use one just a little bit. What brush do I want to use though? I'm going to use this guy again, the Y11. I used this in my last video. I like this for highlighting if you need like a dense brush. It's really good. And this one, Class Act. So pretty. Is that showing up? Okay, should I take a little bit of my finger? Oh. Ooh! Wow. Ooh, girl, that's real pretty. Oh, look at that. The Cupid's bow always gets me. And then I'm going to take this ambient powder. It is called the Finishing Powder Soft Light. And I'm just going to use this side of my hourglass brush, the smaller side. And I'm just going to like sweep it. I love the ambient powders on my under eyes. They just like are the perfect amount of like glow without looking overdone. Forehead. So pretty. I love this palette. Absolutely love it. They're coming out with another palette in like a week or so, and I'm like, I'm right there. I am in line, ready. Hourglass palettes will never ever let you down. Why did I think it was a good idea to do my brows from like a mile away? Because now they look hid. I'll fluff around with them in a little bit. Okay, let's finish the eyes. So I'm gonna grab the blending brush that I used on my lid, this guy, and I'm just gonna run this on my lower lash line. Just like that. I am gonna dip for the other side just a little bit into that purpley shade that I used and into the shade that I put in my crease initially. I'm just gonna run that just to add a little bit of smoke. I'm kind of kicking myself now for not doing like a purple eye with this palette, but I just kind of wanted to dip into the basics and see how they were. Okay. Like, they just blend so nicely. Everything, like the mattes are just like, ugh, so good. I can't get too close or my camera doesn't, oh, what? I can't get too close or my camera doesn't want to focus. That shade's pretty. I like changed the focus on my camera and I hopefully it's okay. I'm just going to take this shade just right over here just to add a little something something. I really want to play around with this other topper shade. I'm gonna just dust a little bit of that. See, like when you swatch it, you're like, what? But I think it's going to be pretty. I'm going to just put some over my lid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love this palette. This is the first Charlotte Tilbury palette that I ever think has been worth it. I've bought two in the past, two of her eyeshadow palettes, and they both were terrible. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm still putting that topper on because I'm just, it just makes it look so pretty. I'm gonna see if I can pull this shade off on my brow bone. It might be a little too much, but I'm gonna try. W23 from Esam. I'm using a It's actually real pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely gotta fix these brows. That's real pretty. I'm gonna also take that shade on my inner corner. Okay, I had to change the autofocus. I don't think my camera was working properly a minute ago. I'm sorry if anything was blurry. Just taking that same shade on my inner corners, and it is gorgeous. Right? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm just pulling it inward a little bit. Wait, what did I get? I went a little overboard and got too excited with that eye topper, and I got a little fallout. That's alright though. This actually looks really pretty. I'm very happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna just go over my eyeliner just to make sure it's nice and dark. I feel like I blended some of it away. And I'm gonna throw some mascara on. Of course, I am using Climax because I'm obsessed. You know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna take this shade. It's pretty much the darkest shade in the palette. I'm gonna see if I can make that work as an eyeliner. Just on my top. Just on the outer part. Just right in here. And this is a brush that I got at Michael's like 5 years ago. Oh yeah, that actually works. That looks pretty. It's like a soft shade. Who is outside making noise? Don't these people know I'm filming? The kids just got out of school, so it's probably like kids walking by. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, curling lashes. And I'll probably speed through, because in my last video I showed you guys the Climax mascara like in depth, me applying it, so I'll probably speed it through. I think that looks real good. And I didn't have to work at anything. I'm gonna have to work at these brows, but the eyeshadow, not at all. Like, this is absolutely incredible. I have not one bad thing to say about it. I get a little excited, okay? I'm just freaking bear with me. Like a mother. Like a mother. Okay, lips. Lippers. I do have the new Melted Matte, the Clover one. This one is called Melted Clover 2. Look at this packaging. Are you dead? Shut up. It's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. So I'm gonna put this on. Lip liner. Lip liner, we'll just keep Charlotte Tilbury going. Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk. Such a good lip liner. So good. I have some lip on one. Lip liner, so good. Okay, here we go. It's a little pink. Feels pretty good. I love this applicator. I don't know. I kind of like this color. It's definitely not like a me color that I would usually grab for. I don't know how well it goes with my eyes. We're going to put a gloss over it though. I'm going to put some of this Revlon gloss over it. It's called Rosy Future. It's real pretty. Any more? No, that's not working. This feels so good. Like really comfortable. But I don't love this color, so I'm gonna take it off. Okay, option number 2. I'm gonna use a different lip liner. I'm just gonna use Strip Down from MAC, which is like one of my absolute favorites. It's so good. You know what? I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury Nude Kate. We might as well. Listen, I'm on such a Charlotte Tilbury kick lately. This is real pretty. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's light. We'll darken it out, don't worry. I actually really like that. Like stripped down with Nude Kate, these two like kind of mixed together is real good. Okay, so I think we're done. I'm gonna go do my hair. I am gonna do my hair today, and then we're gonna talk more about this, and I'm gonna post some swatches of the entire palette. Hooked. And my hair's in a ponytail. I like curled it, but it's raining out, so my hair's like super frizzy today, so I just couldn't be bothered. So I just threw it back in a ponytail. Okay, so let's do some swatches of this Charlotte Tilbury palette. I kind of want to do like live swatches with you guys. I'm not gonna like build them up. We're just gonna swatch. I see some pictures of swatches. I'm like, wait, I have that palette and it doesn't swatch like that. So a lot of people will build things up to make them look really great, but in actuality, they're not that great. I mean, that's like 8 swipes. Of course it's gonna look good. So we're gonna swatch it together. I'm not even gonna bother, well, I'll show you the first shade, but I mean, it's just like a matte white, but it worked really well. Okay, next shade. Look at that. This is the matte shade that I put in my crease. It's gorgeous. I love that color. Next shade is the one that I used on my brow bone. That one's real pretty. It's like a soft champagne. This next one is that champagne topper. Ooh, look how pretty that looks swatched. Ooh, I love that color. This is the one that I put on my lid. Look at that, it's so good. That shade is gorgeous. This next one I did not use. Ooh, look at that, that's really pretty. The next one is the second matte shade that I used, the deeper like reddish. Ooh, look how nice that is. These mattes are just so like silky smooth, and they have like a thin formula. This one is that purple shade, that like eggplant shade that I put on the outer part of my lid. That one I swatched twice, but you saw how you saw how it performed. This one, oh, my bracelet, I'm gonna go around it. This is the other topper. This one looked really pretty when I put it on. It swatches pretty light, but you can see the little sparkles in it. It's really pretty. And then we have 2 purple shades left. Okay, this is the satin purple. Oh my God, that shade is gorgeous. And then this is the matte purple that I used a little bit of on the outer part of my lower lash line. Purples are tough. See, that one doesn't swatch very well, but on the eyes, it blended out perfectly. I only used it on my lower lash line, but look how gorgeous they are. This palette is incredible. I love it. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Like you can't fake that. That's just good freaking eyeshadow. I absolutely love this palette. I get questions a lot from people like in DMs and emails, and they'll say, I can only afford to get one luxury palette. What do you think? Like eyeshadow palette? And I always comment back to people and I'm like, to be honest, there's no luxury palette that I think is wonderful. Pat McGrath does really good eyeshadows, but like Chanel, Dior, Tom Ford, none of their eyeshadows have ever really wowed me. This is the one that I will for sure be recommending. This is absolutely gorgeous. I don't have one negative thing to say about it. I love it. I think it is wonderful. It's up to you if you think it's worth it. I totally think it's worth it. Like, especially after using it, I'm just like, oh, give me more. Like, make 10 more of these and I'll buy each one. Now, as far as the concealer goes, the longer that I have it on, the better it looks. When I first put it on, it was looking a little dry. It does look a little bit creasy, and something else, Born This Way is like creasing in here really badly. Let me get a little bit of powder. It's never done that to me before. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Like in my smile lines? What the heck? It's like sinking. What the heck is happening? I'm feeling real pale right now. I probably should have used a little bit of a darker shade of foundation, but listen, it's okay. So let me know what you guys think about this eyeshadow palette. Did you think it performed really well? And this one, are you guys gonna pick it up? Have you picked it up already? I know a lot of you already have. It's just like, oh, it's so good. It's just so good. If you're on a fixed budget, but you want to get a luxury product that you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck, I feel like this is a good one because you're getting the powders that you can use all over your face. You're getting blushes, you're getting a bronzer, you're getting a highlighter. So you're getting a lot for your money. And I think this is only available for the holidays. So don't futz around. If you want it, get it. But anyway, I've done enough rambling. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. A thumbs up if you liked it. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.
Oh, there's a little pimple on my hand. It's better than a pimple on your butt. I just don't love this packaging. Do you see that? But, ooh, I gotta pee. I better get there before I pee my pants. You just wait until you have 3 C-sections. You're gonna be peeing your pants too, okay? I see you judging. I see you judging. Oh, listen to this story. So yesterday, had to pee really bad. Run to the bathroom. For some reason, I have my phone in one hand. Obviously, I'm addicted to it and I can't even let it go when I have to pee. Can't get my pants down because I'm trying to one-hand it. Finally get them down and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna pee myself. Start to pee and the toilet seat was down. So what I'm trying to say is I peed on the toilet seat. Made a huge mess in the bathroom. Tony texted me and I was like, oh, I'll be up in a minute, I just peed myself. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, why is that normal? Like, why do you not even question it? Am I that freaking psycho? Ouch. I think I just pulled a muscle. Freaking bomb ass. Bomb ass. My ponytail's back there just living her best life. She is flopping all around. Get it, girl? Why don't you just meet me in the middle? Was in my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? Middle. I'm tired of these bitches with their, like, smooth, silky hair. Like, piss off. I mean, like, I'm passionate about makeup. What more do you want from me? Like, do you just want me to sit here? I see some people, and they're, like, using a palette, and supposedly they love it, but then they're just like, you should go buy this, it's really good. And I'm like, bitch, where is the passion? Like, you love this, go buy it, you need it, it's so good. Look at these swatches, like, these swatches could cut you and your mama. That's how good they are. What? This doesn't even make sense. Okay, so I'm oh, shit. My neighbor's outside. And I just screamed, I love you to my palette. Don't ask questions, it just happened.